I'm doing a 1-hour glam transformation. Before we start today's video, if you're new, welcome. My name is Jenz BeautyStyle, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to do is moisturize this face, and I'm using the Tarte, the water cream. I like to use water creams better than like a heavy moisturizer because my skin is like sensitive and oily and I get clogged pores. And right now I have like this cystic acne. That's what I hate. If I do get acne, I get it like cystic acne and it hurts so much. That's because I've been eating so many Snickers. Okay, my fault. We'll be linking everything I use down below just in case you're interested. This is just the small size, but they do sell the big jar as well. And I love the smell of this. And oh my god, seriously, I forgot how this feels because I alternate between products, but it literally, like when you blend this in your skin, I can't describe the feel. Sensitive skin or like really oily skin, you're gonna love this. I was saying one day I was in the airport, right? Last time I traveled, God knows when, maybe 3 years ago. Gave the guy my passport, right, to check at the airport, and he just looked at me and he looked at the passport and he looked at me, and I'm just looking at him like, I know, but it's really me, I promise, because I had no makeup in the airport. Like I just couldn't bother with it. And then he just looked at me and he laughed. And that time, you see, right now my brows are microbladed, so I look like a little alive, you know, but you have to see like my brows before. I literally had nothing, and it was scary. Makeup definitely changes a person. Using this Purlisse Matcha green tea antioxidant priming moisturizer. So this is like a moisturizer if you would just want to use this, but it's also a primer. So I love that, and it has antioxidant ingredients. This is just so good for your skin. I love this brand Purlisse. This is all super lightweight. Nothing feels heavy on your skin. Oil free. Usually if I was really gonna go out, right now I'm not gonna go out, but if I was really gonna go out, I would not pass up on my SPF. So if you are going out, definitely SPF before this. This is the Clinique SPF 50. Keep your skin nice and protected. What I like to do is go with my concealer and cover these under eye circles. I just put it there. I don't like to conceal like my acne with concealer. That is just me. Like usually my foundations will cover it. Gonna blend that out. This is nice and full coverage. This is the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in 12N, which is fair neutral, and I love this concealer. There's one that I want to buy. I don't even remember if I bought it in the Ulta order that I just placed. Whoa, lighten up anything, I'm telling you. One from the Juvia's place. Let me know if you've tried it. What do you think? I really can't remember if I put it in the order that I just did. But I want to try it because I tried their foundation and it's really full coverage. So I wonder if the concealer is the same. I have lots of foundations that I love, but I want something that's really going to match my skin tone perfectly, and I don't have to worry about it matching my neck and all of that and super blending it. Is this one. This is like my color, like if they matched me personally. This is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, mattifying second skin effect. Definitely is second skin effect. And I love that it comes with a dropper. The only downside I can see that someone would have with this is maybe because it's scented and it smells kind of like powder. I don't know, like baby powder or something. But it's not that bad for me. And I just love it. And this is in the color 10 light beige, and I'm just blending it in. I'm using this Real Technique sponge. Right now all of this is looking very light, okay, especially because of the concealer, but it's all gonna come together, don't worry. I do this every day. I'm about to post a video of my experience with micro shading, because before I got microblading, and I just tried micro shading, which is a little bit different. This is how they look now healed. I got it done 3 weeks ago. I'm gonna talk a little bit like about the difference of micro shading versus microblading. But before I had these brows on, oh my god, I would really feel like terrible when I didn't have makeup on whatsoever. You have beautiful brows naturally. You're so lucky. By the way, today is 4th of July, so happy 4th. I don't know when I'm posting this video, if I can just edit it quickly. Yeah, I'm indoors because I don't like all that like loud noise. Like, I love fireworks, but to see them like from far away, like if I'm too close, it's just too much for me. Now I'm gonna set the face with this Too Faced Poreless Skin Smoothing Pressed Primer. Such a beautiful compact. Like, I love that it's pink and gold. It's so pretty. It matches my nails. I have many pressed powders that I love. Okay, this is not the only one, but it works good. Alright, so now I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. flat top kabuki. I love it. I love setting my powders with a flat top kabuki. I just feel like it really presses everything in. Like, I like this better than like loose powders. They both work great, but I like loose powders better for like baking. So make sure to get the eyes as well. Set that concealer before it creases. Quickly do these brows. Obviously, I just have to trace them again. I don't have to worry about shaping them because, wow, I suck at that. I always use the same thing. I haven't found anything better. I like to use a pomade. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Pomade, and I use it in the shade Blonde. Using a MAC. I have these MAC brushes since 2012. The numbers are like super faded, but I think it's 208. I hope it's 208. I have like two different angle brushes. Or they also have one like this, which is not MAC, which has a spoolie on the side and then your brush. This one is from Billion Dollar Brushes, but maybe MAC has one like that too if you like MAC brushes. If you want to be really precise, you can always go with a concealer and just like clean on the bottom and also around the top, but I usually almost never do that. I'm going to go ahead and contour. I never like bronze the whole face. I've just never done that. Maybe I'll do it in the future. But I always just like contour. I go in a 3 form. Okay, the number 3, like this, you will see. And I'm using the Tarte Park Ave Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. I just love this shade. I love this one and the Benefit Cosmetics Hula Bronzer. I'll be using this brush, which I can't even see the name anymore. I got it in an Ipsy bag. Taking that, and I'm gonna start right here. You can like suck in your cheeks if that is easier. And just like I said in the beginning, you place it, it looks very harsh, but blending makes all the difference in the world. You really have to take your time blending. And this is a matte bronzer, it's just my preference. Okay, now I'm gonna go around my forehead and like my hairline and all around my hairline. Blend this really good because if not, it's gonna look dirty. Always when you're done, you want to look at yourself up close from far because it could really change how things are looking. You see, so I'm just going like all around the face and also going in here. So that's why I'm saying a 3, like this and then like this. Now you can switch brushes. I don't usually switch brushes. I haven't found one that I really love. But if you want to just like contour your nose, you can do a little bit like on the side. Some people draw it if you use like maybe a stick bronzer. And then you just want to go in the tip like this. Going to put some blush, and I'm using this new one from BH Cosmetics. Is the Vanilla Cream Truffle. They have 4 different ones, but this is the Vanilla Cream. And look how pretty. This is a blush palette. I don't know what color I'm going to use. These two here are my favorite. I don't know if you can see them. I just reviewed this though. I tried several shades on. Using this brush here from MAC. This is a blush brush. And maybe I'm just going to mix these two. Just because I like them both and I can't decide. And I just remembered something. This is super pigmented, so Let me just start like here instead of like in my apples of your cheeks. Oh, that is so pretty. I love palettes, like instead of like individual, like if it's a palette that a lot of the colors I can see that I'm gonna use, I always prefer a palette instead of like having like individual bronzers, individual blushes. That's just me. And of course I'm putting some on my nose. You don't have to. I always do it. Just like connects everything. Would go with the highlight right now, but since I'm gonna be doing my eyes, that's gonna like disturb it a bit, so we'll leave that to the end. Just like the hair. I have a perfume too that I'm gonna show you that I love, that I have not put in my perfumes video because it's like one of my newest ones. We're working on these eyes. I'm gonna keep it very simple, but it's gonna look super glam. I have to prime the eyes, so I'm using this one. I love this one because of the color. This is the Anastasia eye primer. This is the small one. I don't know if they sell a big size of this actually. I'm gonna take some with my finger. Oh my god, I'm telling you, a little goes a long way. I can't tell you how long ago I got this and it's still going strong. Take a brush to blend this. Like this. This is like, I think, a concealer brush from Vasanti. You can just take your fingers. Nothing works better than your fingers. It gives like a nice base. I love that. It's not just like clear. Before I found this one, I always used to use the Urban Decay. What is it called? I don't even remember what is it called, but that was like my holy grail. We might do a cut crease just because that just intensifies the shade that you put on top of that concealer so much. Today I'm using this little palette here, which, love it. Oh my god, I just put it on my favorites video. This is Rachel Zoe x Lorac Hollywood Glamour Mini Palette. And are you ready? Look at this. Does this not scream like glamour and beauty? First, I'm going to start with this shade here to put all over the lid. So I love that this palette has everything I need. I'm going to use this MAC 224 and I'm going in with this shade right here. Dust off the excess. And you know what I wanted to do? I should really put some powder under my eyes because that's probably gonna have some fallout. So this is the Fenty Beauty Butter Powder. Taking this beautiful brush that I got from Ipsy as well as the Luxie 640, and I'm just gonna take like a nice amount and just like dust it under my eye. Like that, so it can catch any fallout. Taking this shade right here and I'm gonna start applying it in the crease. Okay, this will be our transition color, and this will just help all the other colors blend easily. And I'm bringing it a little in the corner here. I do extend it like a little bit higher just because I have hooded eyes, so if I open my eye and I don't really have it like higher than usual, like just here, you wouldn't even be able to see it. Taking this shade right here, which is a bit darker, same brush, and I'm applying this in the outer corner. You don't have to take as high. And since we're gonna cut the crease, some of this is just going to fade. Since this is like a neutral palette, this is gonna go with a lot of different outfits. Now it's time to cut the crease. I'm using that same concealer that we use for the under eye circles. I'm just gonna place like a dot just because this is super intense. I don't need a lot. So I'm taking this brush here from Wet n Wild. I think it's a concealer brush. And I'm just gonna spread this. You want to be very precise with this. Depends if you want a half cut crease, a full cut crease. Full cut crease would be the whole lid, okay? Just tracing the whole lid. It's just the half cut crease, so we'll bring it like to here. And if your concealer is not like super light, and if maybe you want to buy one just to cut the crease that is super light, that would be good. And I'm just gonna take my finger and blend that a bit because you don't want any harsh lines. color right here. Just a little bit. We're not gonna apply too much of it. Taking this MAC brush, it's the 242. It's just a flat brush. And it's just to help us blend, okay? So I'm placing that right there where the concealer and that dark shade meet. And we are gonna have to go back and fix the shades, okay? Because they're gonna overlap and we're gonna have to darken that outer corner again. So I'm just placing that right there, not too much. Keep anything like in the crease, matte, and in the outer corner. And now it's time for the star of the show, this baby right here. Just look at it. You can either take a brush, but it's not gonna apply how your finger's gonna apply this, but we'll just do a little bit in a nice generous amount. And be very careful here. You just want to like tap that, not even blend. You want to like just tap that. You want to be extremely precise so it looks nice and clean. Going in with my finger to really pack this on. And be very careful, do not get this inside your eye. If you want to get some like glitter glue to put before, you can, but it's not necessary. But if you feel more comfortable, just want to darken that. And we're also going to apply some color in the lower line, just so it's nice and even, okay? By the way, let me put these earrings on because what is a girl without her hoop? Take this little brush, is by Luxie again, and this is the 237 blending brush. I love it. Is smaller than the MAC 224. I just want to take this shade here very carefully. You don't want to touch that glitter so you don't spread it. You want this to be super precise, okay? And you just want to like kind of blend that there together. And I'm just going here on top. You just want to do your final blending. You want to try not to spread that glitter too much and keep it nice and matte. I'm taking this brush. You could take a smaller one if you feel comfortable, and just place it in the lower lash line, just so everything blends together. Blend it out. So I'm just gonna take this e.l.f. eye crease brush, and it has no product on it, and I'm just gonna blend it out a bit. At the end, the best that you can perfect your blending skills is just gonna change your whole makeup game. And no worries, before we finish the final look, we will look at everything again just to see if anything's missing. Corner highlight. So there's really no color here that I would want for the inner corner. I mean, we can try to use this one. I don't remember how it looks, but we will see. I don't want it to be like too yellow or something. Let's see how it looks. I think it will be good though. I just don't remember. Let's try. Oh yeah, it's actually pretty. I just want you to like not have to use too many palettes, and this is great. This is why I love this palette, because you see you have a transition color, you have a like smoky one to smoke it out, and you have an inner corner highlight. It just opens up your eye like nothing else. It's time now to do the eyeliner. If you don't wear eyeliner, you can completely skip this step. If you do wear eyeliner, you're gonna need one that's like heavy duty, because you're gonna have to draw on top of this glitter. All of them could do that. See, I have to see which one here I like. Let's try maybe this one from Stila. Yeah, no, this is not my favorite for this. This one may be by Tarte. This is the Sex Kitten one. And eyeliner, of course, is your personal preference. You could do it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. It's up to you. So this liner definitely passed the test. Make sure you just clean it after because it's gonna have glitter everywhere. This is hard when I have to do this here because I'm a lefty. We're gonna apply mascara. If you want to leave it just with mascara, you can do that, but I am gonna apply falsies. Mascara, I'm gonna use one of the best drugstore mascaras, which is the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift. And if you're new to my channel, I only use waterproof mascaras, but they have it in the regular version as well. Just gonna curl them. I always curl them. If I don't curl my lashes, I can never say that I like any mascara because my lashes will never hold a curl without doing this step and without using waterproof mascara. Thinking for my hair, like what to do, I always have it straight. That's why I got the keratin treatment. But I don't know if you guys want me like to switch it up and try to do like some waves or soft curls like with the iron. I always want to make sure you apply mascara before you put on lashes, just so they can blend better and it's not as noticeable. And putting mascara in the bottom lashes for me is always a must. It just looks very pretty. It opens up the eye. I think now we can dust this powder. And we basically just baked under the eye as well. So it's gonna help it look nice and bright. That really helps with the fallout. Like, it's crazy. So it doesn't look that intense. I'm just gonna apply again the blush there. So it's not like super crazy white there. Getting ready for the lashes. I will be applying these lashes. This is this pair that I'm obsessed with. Look how cute they are. These are by Veloue. They come like in a little set with the applicator. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that. And it didn't come out perfect because I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just like obsessed with makeup. But practice makes perfect. The only thing I could tell you is get good at blending. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finally highlight. I'm using Colourpop Lunch Money Super Shock Cheek highlighter, and it's so gorgeous. This is like a cream to powder. Oh my god, just look at that. And I'm just gonna place it here with my finger, and it's such a beautiful glow. And of course, the more you put, the more intense, and you just want to pat it like in circular motions. Okay, just apply it wherever you want to shine. If you want to put it down your nose, you can do that. I don't do that because I'm oily. You see how that glows? You don't have to worry about it looking powdery or anything. It is literally melting on your skin. I like to put some in my Cupid's bow. Can't forget to put something on the lips. You could either put some color. I just want all the attention on the eyes, so I'm gonna be using this Buxom White Russian gloss, which you already know I die for. Ooh, minty. I love it. Now I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna put this on mute. You don't want to hear that. Quickly just blow dry. Maybe straighten it. I don't know. Did I bring the straightener? Yes, I did. Okay, that's gonna be really quick, okay, because I have keratin on my hair, so it's already straight. We're just gonna put some perfume and we'll show you the final look.
I can't think nothing better than spending my day with you. My life is sunny and better, girl, when I'm with you. She illuminates so bright like a star in the skylines. She got the looks, the good, oh boy, I need her so bad in my life. Shawty, where you wanna go, 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 go? London, Paris, Tokyo, oh, shawty, we could go. Don't need no luggage, nah, 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 nah. Don't need no stress, gal, nah, 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 nah. Just me and your sounds alright, girl.
Okay, so as you see, I just did the blow drying part and it was super easy because I have the keratin treatment, so I don't have to do much. But if I really want to make sure add some extra heat to my hair, I will go in with my flat iron and just touch it up a little. If you're interested to see how I did my keratin treatment on myself at home, I do have a video, just like I also filmed how I did my acrylics. I'm trying everything at home. Why not learn? I just believe that practice makes perfect. Just gonna take my flat iron and, like I said, really quickly just go over it. If you wanted to do some curls, you can also curl your hair with this. Just take the piece and just basically go like this. I don't know if I have a video. I have several hair videos. I don't know if in any of them I have me curling my hair with the flat iron. Let me know if you want me to do that. It's super easy. So first, before I flat iron it, I just want to part it exactly where I want it, which I usually don't do much to my hair. I just put it to one side, make sure I don't lose the little volume that I get. And it beeped, so it's ready. So I'm just gonna basically take that, especially like these pieces here under are the ones that get a bit wavy, and it doesn't matter the heat, humidity, whatever, there's gonna be no frizz whatsoever because of that wonderful keratin treatment. Taking like pieces here, and you would want to take like a brush just to brush it a bit, but I forgot to bring one, so that's why I'm just doing it with my hand. No biggie. You want to make sure you take a mirror and also look at yourself in the back. If you want to be like super extra, let's say you're wearing like a off the shoulder shirt or like this that you're showing your shoulders, you can also like highlight here. Oh my god, that looks beautiful. Also, like if you're showing maybe other parts of your body, there is this body scrub from Sand and Sky that I reviewed. It leaves you just with like very minimal sparkles, but you look like a goddess. You have to see what I'm talking about. Just watch that video from Sand and Sky. Now, I chose this perfume because it's so nice and fresh and feminine. Oh my god. This is by Lancome, and just look at that case. Look how beautiful this bottle is. I'm just gonna spray and just want to press that. You don't want to rub it, you're gonna mess up the whole perfume. It smells really good. It's floral. I always say that I don't like floral perfumes, but apparently I have many floral perfumes. Just zoom in so you can see the eyes, how they look, and everything up close. You can always go ahead and finish it off with a setting spray. This one is from Scandinavia. It's oil free. It's gonna make sure that everything stays in place. So you just press that, let that dry a bit. If you have those little fans that they sell, I really want to get one like on Amazon. I've seen it everywhere actually. It just helps it dry faster. So yeah, let me close my eyes so you can see.